Hey, welcome to another String 'em Up Play-Along. This play-along will deal with working chords of all types, power chords, open chords, bars, and shells of all the different qualities. In other words, major, minor, and seventh through the cycle. Now, if you're not sure what that means, go check out episode 22, the cycle workout for all guitarists, and meet me back here. So, this play-along episode will include several different styles: rock, for lack of a better term, hard rock, folk and bluegrass, and swing. And you'll be able to get a ton of mileage from this play-along. So in order to keep this series of play-alongs as flexible as possible, I'll be playing bass instead of guitar. And this is going to allow me to play simple bass lines, which will work for any and all the different bar and open chords of all and any quantities without having to film and record 20 different segments. By the way, here's a major pro tip. If you find yourself sitting in with a band, there's a good chance that you won't know what song you'll get called up for. Or if you're subbing for a sick guitarist in your buddy's band, there's a good chance you'll only have minimal, if any, time to run songs with them. Or you could get called to do a jazz gig only to find that the leader calls a bunch of tunes that you don't know, and of course, those tunes aren't in your book. So how do you get through these nightmare scenarios? Well, learn to watch the bassist's fretting hands. Most of the time, except for maybe a jazz gig, there's a high probability that the bassist will be hitting the roots of the chords on count one of each measure. Sometimes this is all the foothold you need. So watch my left hand and start learning how to take song and chord cues from the bassist. Believe me, it's a valuable skill to cultivate. So cycle play-along 1's groove is similar to the major primaries play-along, which is play-along number 4. Feel free to use all major bar chords to start. You can also play it with all minor and all seventh chords, or any combinations of the different qualities. Power chords and barrel house patterns also work well. Now, for an extra deep dive into playing the cycle, use combinations of open and bar chords, again, of all types. Now for this play-along, 2 words, power chords. Feel free to use a palm muted eighth note chugging pattern or channel your inner Pete Townsend and play some big whole notes. Both power chords and bar chords will sound great. Now, this one features a stereotypical train drum beat with a stock 2-beat bass line. In other words, there are 2 bass notes per chord. So remember, you'll change chords every 2 bass notes. Don't let that get away from you. Now, given the nature of country and bluegrass music, matrix-based strumming patterns using open chords when you can and bar chords where you have to might be the best beginning strategy. So this last play along is where we'll encounter the most variety. Bar chords work fine, especially for new jazz players, but shell chords and guide tone chords would be particularly effective. Try some of these routines using bar, shell, and guide tone chords. And we can do them as all 7th chords, number 1. Alternating minor 7th to 7th chords, and start your chord pairs on E and then restart on A, and this will give you a 2-5 sequence in every key. We can also play minor 7th to 7th to major 7th, and you can start the sequence on E, A, and D, and this will give you a 2-5-1 sequence in every key. By the way, some of you will notice that I'm not playing a true walking bass line. What I'm playing is a modified 2-beat, which uses a chromatic passing note from the 5th of each chord to the root of the new target chord. And this simply allows you to use one swing play along for all the various 7th chord types. Remember, please like, share, and subscribe if you're enjoying the channel's content. Hit the notification bell so you'll always know when a new episode drops. And feel free to leave comments or any suggestions for any topics you might like to see in some future videos. My name's Dave Holland, and thanks for watching String 'em Up. Have fun, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.